Okay. All right, I'm back. If y'all was on the stream before this, I had to cut the stream because I am currently in the YouTube building right now, and there was like some kind of fire drill or something like that. But as I was saying, I'm going to be posting more. I want you guys to make sure y'all follow me inside the community wall, the community section of YouTube, so y'all can see what I'm posting, and see everything that I'm doing, and basically just keeping updated about all the things that I'm posting and stuff like that. I posted in the community that I was going live at 7 o'clock, in which I did, and then that situation happened, which I have no control over. So it was like a little fire. Not even wasn't in fire drill. It was like one of the alarms got pulled or something. So they're currently investigating it. But we have a lot to discuss. We have a lot to get into. I think I want to say from before, I think I started off at with Lala Anthony. So basically, there was a picture that the blogs had put out, and it was a picture of Carmelo Anthony and another woman on a yacht, and everyone was like talking about it, how he cheated on her and this and that. However, the pictures did not look intimate at all, but it was just them two on the yacht, so that's a little weird. He went to TMZ Sports to clear the air and say that that picture was basically whatever they seen was that he was having a business meeting or whatever the case may be. Okay, cool. So I guess Lala didn't take it like that or whatever. So she posted on her Instagram, like basically saying she's single or whatever the case may be. And, so that happened. And then she made a post about how she don't, let me see what the post says. She says she don't need a nigga for anything. Not even she made a post. She actually was, um, somewhere hosting a party or something like that. She went on a mic and she said what she said. So there is a backstory to to Lala and Carmelo Anthony's relationship that a lot of us did not know, and there's a guy named Choke No Joke. He goes by the name as Real Choke No Joke on Instagram. And basically he like exposed Lala. He said how she was dating someone while she cheated on someone that she was dating to go out with Mello, because her and her friends were basically after all the baller kind of guys. At the time, Mello was not in the league, but everybody in New York knew that Mello was supposed to go to the league. So this was, the talk around town that Melo's supposed to go to the league and things like that. And Lala knew that. Lala and her friends used to, in particularly, go after men who is like, prospects and they're going to, the NBA and getting drafted or whatever the case may be. So the backstory is being what Choke said is that how Lala came to the guy that she was dating. He kind of knew that she was cheating on him with Mello, but I guess he didn't follow up with it or whatever the case may be. So, Swiss Beats had a party in New York City or whatever at a specific location, and at the party, Lala was there, and her boyfriend at the time came. And he went in to give her a kiss, and she told him that she's here with her new man, which was Mello at the time. I don't know if Mello knew that she had a man or anything like that. So, the guy was upset. And as he's leaving the party, I guess Lala kind of felt bad or whatever. And with that being said, like she tried to proceed to tell him like she's sorry or whatever it is that she wanted to say. And this is what Choke is allegedly saying happened. And with that being said, she went up to him and tried to console him and everything like that, and he like spit in her face. So um that's what had happened. I don't know how true it is. And again, this is all allegedly. Mello was supposed to have got into a fight with the guy because that's all he seen. He seen the guy just spit on Lala. So he got into a fight with the guy and eventually got arrested, and the rest was history. I think the guy sued Mello. And he was, Choke is also insinuating that Lala is a lesbian, and how she and a few of her other friends had more to it was more to them just being friends. They were actually going out with each other and things of that nature. So I mean, that's basically what he said. Now, here's the thing. With his backstory and the things that he's saying, some of the stuff I kind of believe, but others I don't. How the whole thing of Lala and her friends going at the men who are like going to the league, or they were looking for NBA players in particular, I believe that. And I believe that simply because Lala said that she always stated that she never liked Mello before. Like, she never liked him, she would just give him a hard time and things like that. And then finally she just, started messing with him. So I kind of feel like that there's some truth to what Choke is saying. Now, another thing is, how men are when they are friends or they have besties or whatever the case may be. They're going to ride for their friend. They're going to say everything. And we don't know, even if Lala did cheat on the guy, we don't know if this guy was a good guy to Lala. We don't know if he was good, if he was bad, if he treated her like shit or whatever. So we can't just fully go off what he's saying and just ride with what he's saying, because guys feel like, oh, it doesn't matter, you're supposed to stick with the guy for whatever. But it's like, if he was mistreating her, whatever, she has 100% right to move on in life, like, or want better or want to move on. So I don't know. I just feel like that whole situation is like, is a hit or miss with me. Like, there's some things that I believe in, there's other things that I don't believe. So, I gotta move fast when I'm talking about the subjects because I'm like short on time. That whole little thing before kind of like messed me up. But anyway, so just to let y'all know if I like, skip off a topic or move off topic really quickly. But yeah, back to Lala. Like, I feel like I kind of feel like there was some truth in was being said about her and things like that. But I just don't. I can't like I can't 100% take any man like take his word for it, because you know how men are when they have their best friend or their good friend or whatever, they gonna ride for them to the end, and that's just that. So um she did leave, maybe she did leave, her ex for Mello or whatever the case may be. But again, we don't know what kind of dude he is or what kind of dude he was. So we can't say that, she did him wrong or she did him dirty. Now, I do have a problem with, Lala saying that she don't need a man when her whole thing was that she came up off of someone. she came up off of Mello, and I know, a lot of people don't like to admit it, but Lala was no one. She was just doing, regular hosting and this and things like that. But once she got with Mello, his popularity and him being like a star player within the NBA helped her career. And a lot of women don't want to believe that, but that is the truth. Like, her being with him definitely helped her career, along with her having the show and everything. VH1 would have never gave her a show if she wasn't with a star player. So, that's another thing that we should take into consideration. I feel like, Lala used him, and it is what it is. I don't know. Like, I definitely feel like, Lala used Carmelo Anthony because of his status and how popular he is. And she used that to advance her career. Which every woman, listen, if that's what you feel like you should do to advance in life, then do you. But all of this, I don't need a man for anything and all that. I feel like that was corny. That was like whack. She could have, kept that out or whatever. So, you know, and I'm trying to think. I have so much to talk about. It's crazy. Um, so yeah, that's just my opinion on the whole Lala Anthony situation. Do I feel like she should continue on to fuck with Mello? No. I don't feel like they need to be together at all. I feel like, you know, just as well as like she deserved better, he does too. Like, you should not have been with someone who did not really even like you. Like, I don't think that whole, oh, you need to grow into somebody and things like that, I don't think that was fair on her end, and neither was it fair to him to stay with her. But if that's what he chooses, that's just what it is. um okay, again, I gotta go fast through everything because I'm just like so pressed for time. Um, who else? We have. I want to talk about Tokyo Toni and Wendy Williams for a second. So I don't know if you guys subscribe to the Zeus thing with Black China, and it was this whole, she has a reality show about herself or whatever. And first episode, she exposed, like, things with her and her mom. Um, I love me some Tokyo Tony, and I was kind of like upset at everything, like how they edit the scenes and everything. But this is TV, this is China. She's the executive producer in the show, so that's like 100% fine. But I just didn't like that whole. I feel like she's like almost extorting her mom for ratings and stuff like that. But anyway, um now, so I'm not letting Tokyo Tony off the hook either. I'm not letting her off the hook at all. Basically, she came. It's like in the middle of the ending of the episode. Tokyo Tony came to see China, and they, I guess, was still supposed to talk. And she came in. Tokyo came in with the attitude off rip. Like, she came in like very aggressive, very in her feelings and things like that. And I'm like, as a mom, if you're going to, if you want to work things out with your child, you should not come nowhere with that kind of energy, that kind of negativity at all. So she just came and she was mad at China. She was like, "Oh, you're not talking to me." Mind you, China moved the chair from in the center of them and faced her directly. And for her to say that, "Oh, you're not facing me, you're not talking to me, you don't respect me," and then the way that they were talking to each other was just so toxic. So, of course, Wendy Williams saw the show as well, or she probably, got feedback from it. And she basically said that Tokyo is making the show about her, or trying to make everything about her, and when it's really not about her. Now, I can definitely agree with Wendy. Tokyo has made a event. It's called Pink Carpet or something like that. A little broke ass bullshit event. To make people come out to have the taping of the show. Along with, there's other things that have been going on with Tokyo Tony, and, um, you know, again, I love her. There's some things that I agree with, and there's some things that I don't agree with. The way that she talks to China, the way she deal with her, I just don't agree with that. That is still your daughter, although you are her mom. That's still your daughter. You still are the one who is setting examples for her. Like you can't just be that kind of female. Like off the rip, she's being nasty and like disgusting, and it's not cool at all. China is keeping her kids away from her because she don't want that energy around her kids, and she has all right to. Tokyo is like, going on Instagram. I guess she keep making different pages, and now she's on YouTube, and she's just basically like, again, like airing her daughter out and things like that, and I feel like that's not fair. And Tokyo is basically jealous. I could definitely say she's jealous of, now that Wendy and China is like, forming a relationship. Since China went to Wendy's show, they've been like buddying up. They've been cool. Wendy's birthday was either yesterday or the day before yesterday, and China was there as well. China was at Wendy's little birthday dinner or whatever, and I feel like China needs that mom figure. I think that's what she's looking for, and like whenever she's around women that's older than her and stuff like that, she's definitely looking for a mom figure. I respect China. She's worked very, 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 very hard to get to where she's at. You know, we hear a lot of things in the media about her and stuff like that, and you got to kind of decipher what's true and what's not. People put out fake stories all the time. Hint hint, Tasha K. Anyway, um, hint hint, Tasha K. She puts out fake stories or whatever, and I'll get into that. Why I said that. I definitely will get into that. But again, you have to definitely decipher what's true and what's not, what you choose to believe and what you don't want to believe when it comes to like, certain people. I feel like she has a bad name for what? I don't know. I really don't know. All of the things that was said about China, I've never like, I don't I don't agree with. I don't believe, but everybody has their opinion. And she was a stripper or whatever. And she got with Tiger, and she was a video girl, and a lot of people were, and they didn't get as much backlash as China got. So I definitely respect her, and I respect how she came up in life. Like it is what it is, but again, I feel like China is definitely reaching out to Wendy more because she wants that mom figure. Like, no matter how old you get, you still have that little girl or little boy inside of you where you need nurturing. You need nurturing. No matter how old you get, you always need nurturing. There's women that's like, 100% like completely grown in their 50s, 60s, and their 40s. Like, if their mom is gone or not here, they wish they had that mom, just to someone to talk to, just to tell them how proud they are, and things of that nature. So I feel like she definitely needs, the whole nurturing thing. She definitely needs that. And I'm definitely happy for China that she's doing a lot, and she's getting things done for herself. Like, she said that, like, when she did the interview with Charlemagne and on the Breakfast Club, she spoke about how hard she has worked, and I feel like that's always overlooked. Her hard work is always overlooked, but you know that is what the media does. The media is there to, like, destroy people. And if the person didn't personally put it out, then I don't feel like, people should create stories or create certain kind of narratives about them. So that's my opinion on China. Before I continue, Donna Jackson said, "Where did China Mom get her name, and did she give China her name?" I am not sure. Honestly, I don't know. I think Tokyo Toni was in the club too, and I think that was her name. And I think China kind of piggybacked off her mom and used that name. So I don't know. I don't know. from what I recall hearing, I think China piggybacked off her mom to create her name. So, oh, the next thing I want to say, yes. So I'm gonna speak on Tasha K. I'm not gonna like, I'm gonna speak on her like putting out fake stories and stuff like that. Again, I don't care about the clout. I don't care about numbers. I don't care about trending. I don't care about none of that. Like, I definitely love my mixie crowd. I love y'all, and I just do this just because this is what I like to do. I talk about things all the time, so why not build a platform for myself and speak on things. But I know a few days ago, not a few days ago, probably like 2 weeks ago, Tasha K put out a story about Wendy Williams and her dating a doctor. Now, Wendy did go on, I think Wendy went online and said that, she was dating a doctor after um, after what's her name, Tasha K made that whole video. I think she kind of did it to like be shady or whatever. But we know Wendy is shady as fuck, so I wouldn't put it past her if she did do that. But so Tasha K made a story about Wendy Williams. It's still on her channel, and she was saying that she was dating this guy named Darren something. He's supposed to be a doctor. um I know Darren. How I met Darren was I was working. Who was I working for? I was working for Urban Decay. I was working for a makeup company or whatever, Urban Decay. And he would come in and see this girl, Maya. Maya is a girl that is from Croatia. And he would come to see her, not nothing personal, everything business. He would come to see her so he can get like you know how men have the thing on their neck when they shaving or whatever, it's like a little dark. So he always would be on TV. So he asked Maya if she could do like, a foundation match for him just to kind of blend it out and make it look smooth and even or whatever. So he would come in for Maya. So one day Maya was not there, so he asked me to do it. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I did it or whatever, and he was basically telling me that he's into like media, and he's on TV. He always make appearances and this and that. So before I even saw him on Wendy's show, and this is New York City again. Like you run into so many different people. Like it depends on like what you're doing and where you at. Especially being in the cosmetic industry, I definitely ran into a lot of people. But anyway, so before I even saw him on Wendy's show, I seen him on Lisa Everest Street Soldiers. It comes on Fox 5, I think every Friday at like 10:30 or whatever. So that's where I seen him at. Okay, cool. So I was like, oh shit, that's son from what you call it? I didn't even know his name. I just found out his name because I really did not like, I didn't ask him or whatever. So then I started seeing him making appearances on Wendy's show every now and then. I'm like, oh, okay, so he really on his shit. So now, fast forward to Tasha K. I see her make the video about him. So I'm like, oh shit, that's Duke or whatever. So now she says basically that that's the guy who Wendy was talking about when she made the statement. It's him or whatever the case may be. I don't fucking know. But he goes to page six. Page six, I think, is based in New York too because they have Bevy Smith there. That's my girl. Shout out to Harlem. Shout out to Bevy Smith. They have they have Bevy Smith on there, so I guess she got the tea on like what's going on. So he basically told Page Six that he is not dating Wendy. How he has a girlfriend. He would be honored to date Wendy, but that's not the case. So I'm like, wow, like why would you put out a story like that? I'm saying to myself, like, why would you put out something like that? Why would you put out a story of you saying that, oh, um, this Wendy might be dating this guy and things like that. Like, that's not right. I don't feel like that's cool at all. Like, I feel like she just wanted something to say because she haven't did anything in quite some time or whatever the case may be, and that's cool. That's cool, but I don't feel like you should, like, that could easily ruin someone's life. Like, what if that man was married? And I know for a fact that he ain't no goddamn doctor. So that's what even pissed me off even more. I'm like, a doctor where? I'm like, he is intermediate. Come to find out, he work in Pace University doing something. I don't even fucking know what he do. So it was like mad weird to me, and I'm like, why would she do that? Like, why would she create a fake story like that? Like, that is like, I feel like that's absurd. Like, that's some next shit. Like, to create a story, and although it's not that deep, it could have been deeper. Like, if he was married with kids or whatever, you could have ruined his life by just simply creating a false narrative on something that's untrue. So, and when he cleared that up, it was just like, damn, like, niggas will go this hard to put out a story when shit is not real. Like, that's not cool. And I fucks with Tasha K. So it was like, I was like, oh, so this is what people be talking about. Like, this is mad fucked up. I guess she wanted to, like, fake trend on the internet because she haven't been, on for a while, and she knew that Wendy was coming back, because I know Wendy took like a break. I really don't watch Wendy's show like that. Like, I'll catch it here and there because I'm always so busy. But it was very weird to me. It was very, very weird. It was very strange. And I don't feel like that was right. I don't feel like that was fair. He's not a doctor. Now, if he has a doctorate degree, then that's different. That is different. I don't know if he has a doctorate degree. You guys can look that up. Let me see if I could find his name. But you guys definitely could look that up to see if he has a doctorate degree, because I don't know. And she's live now, but I definitely don't know if he's a doctor. So that's another question for me. That's another thing that's questionable or whatever. So you guys can find out. Um, let's see. I don't know. What else do I have to talk about? What else do I have to talk about? Let me see. Hmm. I'm trying to remember. It's so much stuff. Oh shit. Like, I be out the loop. Like, I be, seeing things, um and then I be lost. I definitely be lost. Oh, okay. So um R. Kelly has gotten charged or whatever. Um Again, everybody had their mixed feelings about that. Y'all know how I felt about that. I felt like, the women were lying, and why I didn't been go to the police so this man could, if he was that way, he could have been in jail by now. Like, so that's just how I feel about it. That's just my opinion. Don't shoot me down. But that's just how I felt. Um, he's arrested now. I guess he's in jail. He has gotten charged. Um, the two young ladies, I don't understand why they keep making lives. Like, they keep going on live talking about where they at there, and they're still in the same home. Like, we give a fuck. Nobody cares about what home y'all in or where y'all not. They saying that, oh, that post that whatever the media is putting out, that they got evicted, that's false information and things of that nature. And I'm just like, why y'all still trying to prove yourself? Like, this man is gonna be behind bars for Lord knows when. Y'all need to move on. Y'all need to figure it out. Y'all need to figure out what y'all gonna do next. Y'all have been living off of him, you understand, and y'all need to figure something out, because y'all been doing this way too long. And if y'all don't have nothing to, if y'all don't have nothing to show for, it's just like, what was the point? What was the point of putting yourself through all this and going through this? Now, do I feel like there was abuse? Hell yeah. Hell yes. Yes, I feel like there was abuse. There was certain things that were going on, but to the extent of the documentary, I don't feel like it was that. it was that serious. But that's just again my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion, just like the next woman. So, don't shoot me down. I don't want to speak on that too much because I really don't care. Like, I really really don't care. So I don't want to speak on that too much. Um. Oh, except Rocky. So as you guys know, he's been in Sweden. He has gotten arrested and he's been in jail. He's been jailed in Sweden. In the video, it shows two young men following him, like literally harassing him and following him. It was posted all over TMZ and like the media has posted that the video. Um, One of the guys even smashed like some headphones or something on the bodyguard's head, and this guy's huge. And the other guy who did the made the assault was like a pencil compared to this guy. So eventually, the guy who made the assault first was following ASAP Rocky, talking about how he want his headphones fixed or something like that. And um ASAP Rocky was like, "Yo, bro, get out of here!" Like he was definitely following them. So eventually they got into a fight. Like first of all, we from New York. We don't take that shit lightly. Like don't be following me. Like I don't know you. Who are you? I feel like that's anybody. Like anybody. You would not want nobody following you for miles and miles, or wherever you going and what you're doing. You want somebody following you. Pretty much, they got into a fight. He had got into a fight with the guy and he got arrested. So with him being arrested or whatever, they created like some kind of petition to sign for everyone to sign or whatever, and people were really saying that they did not want to sign the petition. So they were saying that because he made a statement that he is not a part of, like, he don't know why people expect him to be a part of, like, the Black Lives Matter movements and things, like being an activist, basically like a black activist. And he don't understand why. He like, the only thing he does, he lives in Beverly Hills in Soho. He makes music, and he has that has nothing to do with him, like, so I respect it. I took it for what it is. I definitely would agree with him. I feel like, why is it that, since because everyone is black, when something happened, you're automatically considered like to be a part of a black, whatever is going on in the black culture or whatever. In our culture, there's something going on, someone got hurt or something, and they feel like everybody's supposed to stand up for them. Now I get it, we should stand together, we should be united, and we should do things together. However, not everyone is political. Not everyone can have these political conversations, and not everyone, this is just not some people forte. And he basically saying that he, with his statement, I don't know, people took it very like literal, but how I took it is that he's doing things to where he's not put in certain predicaments. Of course shit happens, just like he was minding his business and this whole situation happened in Sweden, which is unfair, at all. But this is not the US. This is not, every country is different. And I just don't feel like everyone should be like a spokesperson for black people or black activists if that's not what you do. He came in this business making music, and talked about what he talked about. Like he never tried to say, like, he's trying to make a movement or start a movement or change things or anything like that. So if he never stated that, you guys cannot hold him accountable for things that happened in Ferguson and him not speaking on it, because that's just not his forte. Like, everyone is not, like I said, everyone is not political. Some people are just not political, and that's fine. That's fine, and I feel like it should be fine. But a lot of people, like, think other, and like they don't want to help someone because they're in a situation. I feel like, two wrongs do not make a right. because one person did something wrong, you're gonna like he possibly never had a reason to open his eyes up to this, to being a black activist or situations like this. Like he probably never experienced that, and this is his first experience. So people are entitled to go back and change their opinion on things. I feel like everyone is entitled to backtrack. Some people are stubborn, and they don't want to say that, oh, I'm backtracking or whatever, because they don't want to look bad, or they want to be strong and firm on their word. But I just feel like, everyone is entitled um to backtrack at some point in their life or whatever. So I feel like this was definitely his eye opener. And again, he don't do things to get himself in trouble or in situations, so he can't fully relate to what's going on in another state, or things that's going on that he just can't relate to it. And I get it, and I totally respect it, and I totally agree. And if the petition was out still, I would sign it. I would sign to help him get home, and so he can see how things are totally different, and how at the end of the day, whatever country you go into or whatever you do, you are still black. So he now knows that. He now had his eye opener, and this is just his time. This is his time to figure out, like, what he's going to stand for, or what he's going to do. So that's just my opinion. I've seen something with Donald Trump and Kim and Kanye working closely to help bring him back. I hope everything falls through with that, because we definitely need, to show people in other countries that y'all cannot mistreat us. Like, Americans are the most mistreated. Beyond us being black, white, or whatever, we are the most mistreated in other countries, and it's crazy. A lot of countries don't like Americans, so it's like, I hope that, everything work out, so they can definitely show that Americans is we stand united. So that's just my opinion on that. It's a lot. Let me see what else I gotta talk about. Um, hmm, I don't know. No, I think everything is. I covered everything. I'm surprised I did that. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to have enough time, but feel like I do. Oh no, I don't. I think that's it. Is there anything that I should be talking about that I missed? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think I covered everything. I definitely covered everything. Again, I just want to say thank you. I want you guys to know that I'm working very, 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 very hard. I know, like, I haven't been as active on my channel, but as you can see, I'm in a YouTube builder, so I'm trying to do something. I have a story coming through. I'm gonna do. Should I make y'all wait, or should I spill the tea? Um, I'll spill some of the tea. So I have like a full on story coming about the rapper Foxy Brown. So I hope you guys are excited to see that. Just basically a full on timeline about her, and a few other people that we kind of haven't seen in a long time and has been missing. And I know we all will wonder, like, oh, how's this person doing, what this person is up to, whatever the case may be. So I have that coming. What else? I'm working on something with the Kardashians. I can't remember what it was. I'm very upset at the Kardashians. I'm very upset um how they are portraying Jordan Woods in they new Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I feel like that is unfair. That is not nice. um I really don't like how they portraying her as like a home wrecker, when it takes two to tango, okay? It's not just her that's the issue. It's everyone, okay? It's everyone that was there, and including Tristan. He should be held accountable just as much as Jordan Woods. That's not fair. That's not fair at all, you know? So I feel like they definitely portraying her wrong. And I don't like it at all. Like again, so make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys put on a notification bell. Make sure y'all always in my community. If y'all have any requests on which I would like me to talk about or do, feel free to send it in. It's nothing. Yo, I need a soundboard though. That ass like I'm tight. I need a soundboard. If I had a soundboard, shit would be lit right now. But I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm definitely gonna bring you guys better quality because I got shit going on over here. So, hmm. I definitely got a new camera and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna bring y'all these videos. Um, so I'm definitely trying to figure that out. I got a new camera and it's cute, and I look cute on it, and you know. I can bring y'all the mix and everything that's going on. Um, Again, if y'all have anything that y'all want me to talk about, any topics or whatever, feel free to tell me. Like, I don't bite. I don't bite at all. I'm a sweet bitch. Um, and I'm mad that I gotta get off because I'm trying to think. I'm mad I gotta get off. I'm so pissed. But make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all tune into that community because I'm posting on there regularly to let you guys know what's going on. If I'm going live, if I'm not, if I'm making a post, if I'm letting y'all know the mix before I can get into it. Oh, before I go, so I made a post. Let me see when I made that post. Let me see. Let me see. Let me go back. I'm sorry, guys. Um, so I made a post. I seen that Jim Jones and um Jim Jones and Chrissy is finally ready to tie the knot. I feel like it's long overdue. Like I'm about tired of seeing them. They done had about 10 reality shows, and Jim Jones never married Chrissy. I think it's just a New York nigga thing. I think these New York niggas don't like to get married. Like, I guess because our city is so fast paced, they feel like they still young, and y'all not. Y'all not at all. So, I guess he's ready. He's ready now. I think I posted that last week actually, and he was like, "Oh, how he ready to make this official or something like that." She posted "Baby, I'm ready." Chrissy posted "Baby, I'm ready," and he was like, "Okay, so let's make this official." And I'm like, "Y'all niggas still ain't get married? I thought y'all got married already. Like, I'm tired of seeing y'all." She done proposed to him and he still didn't marry her. Like, come on. I'm over y'all. The fuck? Get married already. So I posted that. What else did I post? And I'm gonna be posting like things that if you guys haven't seen already. Akbar V. I told y'all I've been following her from like years ago. And I posted The Real Streets of Atlanta, which was her reality show that she tried to start. And I posted that. So you guys go in my community because it's there and go take a look at that. And get some cute entertainment for the night. Um, and I am done. Thank you guys for tuning in, who all tuned in, who didn't. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be here every week with y'all, so don't worry. Every week I'm gonna be coming to talk my shit and chop it up with y'all. I'm super nervous. I was mad nervous just now. Like I'm not even going front. Like I was dead ass nervous because like I don't know. I don't do this all the time. I'm usually behind the scenes. I'm a behind the scenes kind of person. So for me to be like forefront like this is different. It's different. I tried it a few times and I was just like, I like being behind the scenes, but now I gotta do what I gotta do. Like the messages is coming through. We want to see you and stuff like that. So I'm like, I gotta do what I gotta do. But anyway, it was nice talking to y'all. I will see you guys again next week. Whenever I'm ready to go live, I will make the post and just tune into my community wall. How you can access my community wall is just go to my channel, and then it says like where it says home videos playlist, it will say community, and you click on that and then you'll see. So again, thank you guys for pulling up. Till we meet again, Mixie crowd, thank you so much. Bye.